Okay, today we're at my second favorite creek to bottle hunt in. Can't tell you where it is, but I am starting to find some pieces. And I'm thinking that is very likely to be a gallon Pepsi syrup jug because of the area we're in. Looks like the raccoons got here first. Okay, we got a late 30s, early 40s. No, don't want that. Okay, we have a Barks root beer. It's almost intact, but that will be a great one to make a glass out of. I got a Coke bottle just sitting right there. Well, it is just a patent office, so I'll probably leave it there. That's a tough spot to get across. I don't know, that's a pretty high bank too. What to do? Okay, I see another hobble skirt. New burn. Well, it does look older. No, it's a patent office too, but I think I'll keep this one. Okay, we got a ketchup. That's no good. Alright, we got champagne. And some trickling water. And an ACL. I think it's a True Aid, but with no paint, I think I'll leave it. Okay, we got a broken Acl Soda. Some people call it the Bobo Link, but this one says Greenville, NC. Could also be a product of Orange Crush. It is the middle of winter. I'm surprised to see something like that. Okay, we got an early looking soda shard. Got an Orange Crush of the 1920 patent dated. Could make a glass out of it, but it kind of curves before the embossing ends, so it kind of doesn't work for a glass that well. Alright, we got another jug top made of glass. Okay, we're getting into a glassy area here. Whatever that amber bottle is, I'm gonna leave it. Get a screw top med. Okay, this is old Mr. Boston, I think. Yep. Even though it's a really late bottle, I've actually had somebody ask for these. I think I can get $6 at least. And we have 2 broken dispensaries. It looks like a half-pint neck. Possibly a pint, but that's definitely a quart body right there. No embossing. And we have a dump. I want to dig into this bank real bad, but most of it's 30s. But I have seen a blob top beer laying right on top of it. And there's somewhat of a dump on this side. That's too modern. And we have a cluster flop of a bunch of old pots. This looks like a choice spot to dig for sure. I haven't been here in about 3 years, and I was thinking, now that we've had about 20 days of weather that was under freezing, I figured this was the best time to come here and all the plant life would be dead. Well, not quite as nice as I thought it would be, but still. I think I'll get my probe and check out some of this. Well, it doesn't feel that good, but there is some spots that definitely have rust way down at the 4-foot level. I just don't know if I want to dig it because it's right behind some people's houses that are really fancy. We got 32-ounce drugstore that I missed the first time around. Of course, it's just a screw top. Okay, we are coming on to a dump that I found 22 years ago. I was just scraping about 6 or 7 inches deep and finding sodas all over the place. Of course, they were mostly 1938 to 45, but I just probed it. It goes all the way to the 4.5-foot level. This entire area is solid glass. So let's dig a test pit. Alright. First bottle out, well, the first one worth anything. I haven't found one of these in ages. Maybe 27 years since I've seen one of these come out. For hospital use. No, hospital size for hospital use only. And it's the sapphire blue color. So that's a good $5 or $6 or $7 bottle. Okay, that's not good. Hitting water at 1.5 feet when it goes 4 feet deep. But we do have an orange crush showing up. It's going to have a city name on it. It does. Okay, it's a new burn. Might be worth $10 to $12. Yeah, I'm in the jacuzzi right now. And I got my shot glass. What kind of a weird shot glass is this? Made of milk glass? I don't know, but it's pretty interesting. Yeah, that water's getting pretty deep. My shovel's almost halfway into it. It's not getting any older down there. I'm at the 3-foot level. Well, when I stick the shovel in there, it goes another 1.5 feet, and I'm only 1.5 feet this way, so anyway, I'm just going to tear the walls out and find a few more soda bottles, hopefully. I don't know, is that going to be a quart milk sticking out right there? Or a pint milk? Or is it going to be one of those tricky mayonnaise jars? Ow. Oh my goodness, do you see that? It is another of those hospital bottles. So I don't know what these are, but they're pretty popular as far as screw top cobalt blues and sapphire blues. Truckloads of bottles coming out. No, I didn't plant these 5 on top of the shovel. They're naturally there. Alright, I finally found a milk. I don't think it's a very good one though. It is embossed, but it's just a North Carolina 5-cent deposit. So it's really only worth maybe $3.50. And there's some more common ones, but I figured I might get $1 or $2 for them. But I'm surprised at this. A gallon chemical with a cork top. What's that doing with a bunch of screw top whiskeys? Oh my God, look at that one. That would be exciting to a person who just started. I remember finding these 30 years ago. Sometimes I bring them home and put them on the $4 shelf, but this one has the label. Strange. Maybe I'll put it on the $5 shelf. Why is it whenever you find these, it's always the bottom half and never the top half? Alright, you guys, I think we have another milk showing up. Hopefully it'll be something different. It is, it's slick plated. It's from Williamston. Edgewood Dairy. Williamston, NC. They're not really rare, but oh damn, it's got a lip chip. Well, still, I think it's worth $10. Oh my God, when I flipped that out, I was like, what? A painted drugstore. But what am I going to do to preserve it? That's worth a lot of money, but I think the paint's going to dry up and fall off. I don't know what to do about that. In case it does fall off of there, I just want to read it to you. Dunn Pharmacy, Reliable, Williamston, North Carolina. And a phone number. It's too bad because that's a nice 6-ouncer. The other one I had was only a 1-ouncer. That's a pretty nice screw top whiskey right there with that ship on it. Or sailboat? No, a sailing ship. Yeah, I've actually sold a couple of these in the past. I think I could probably get $9 or $10 for it. Well, this place definitely looks like a dump would be here. Came to a dead-end road and a river. I guess they might have had a bridge here at one point, but if anything is a dump, this place is. But there's definitely some signage over here that's scaring me quite a bit. Video surveillance and no trespassing. I guess that's another no. Okay, today I'm in Windsor, North Carolina. Here's an interesting little cemetery right in town. Okay, I've been probing this bank, and the best feeling spot is right in here. There's some stuff down there about 3.5 feet. Alright, I'm 3 feet deep. The first bottle is showing up. What is it going to be? Oh no. A 1949 bottle. Well, I guess my dreams are crushed again. Okay, I'm not having any luck finding privies on this trip, so I'm back to this late dump. At least I know what to expect. At least I know in 6 hours I probably will find $100 worth of stuff. So I'm digging right beside where I was yesterday. I don't know what's going on, but the time I dug here 22 years ago, I found so many soda bottles, it was ridiculous. But now it's like 48 bottles, 48 household bottles before I found one soda. That's interesting. I was thinking it was going to be one of those log cabin syrup bottles. And it probably is. Probably a year after they had the one with the embossed little cabin on it. But it is kind of unique. Might get $2 for it. What's that? Looks interesting. A square green one. Might be worth $2 or $3. Okay, it's a good age for marbles, and here we got one. Wonder if I missed any. It's a pretty nice one, actually. Got red, white, and green. A broken, older looking type of soda. And a broken quart. Williamston Dairy. Dang it. There sure was a lot of wine and whiskey drinkers in this area. Almost every bottle I find happens to be one. And of course most of these are not worth anything. Maybe one day somebody will write a book about them. And there are some with interesting pictures on them. Well, that's a shame. I mean, this was a $150 bottle. This is the Super Tall, embossed 1920, patent dated. 9 ounces. They really are very rare. I have sold some for $150 before. I could put a new top on that, but then I'd be losing about a ½ inch of the neck. But still, I'm definitely going to bring it home, and possibly I could saw it off right there and make a really tall glass. Don't know what yet, but yeah, it's a shame that there's so few sodas today and all of them are broken. Alright, I just found Acl Soda, but that's not good because these always lose their paint. And the fact that it still has its paint that good is really hard to believe. But at least it has the embossing on the neck, so even if it does lose it. What city is that? Is that Greenville? Can't really tell for sure, but I'm thinking we're going to lose that paint before the day is through. Okay, we found another marble. And a Moraline. I used to save these, but I don't think anybody's ever bought one before, so. And then I just found this. I've seen whiskey flasks, or maybe it's considered a wine flask since it has grapes on it. But this one actually has some embossing right there. So I think I'll bring that one home. And this is the 7th broken Williamston milk I found for today. And I just found one of these hospital size bottles. A nice piece of uranium glass here. Pretty sure it'll glow under black light. It's broken, of course, but it's actually so rare that even broken shards are worth money. Okay, found a little blown in a mold bottle. Not sure if it's perfume, but probably is. Don't know why such an old bottle would be mixed in here. And of course I found a creemulsion for coughs due to colds. I might get $4 for that after sitting on it for 5 years. Sorry, I didn't bring out my light because who brings a light to dig a hole a foot deep? But we have some big round cobalt bottle that I can't imagine what it is. Well, technically it's sapphire blue. But what the heck? I don't think I've ever seen anything like it before. Definitely never have. It's got something embossed on the shoulders too. Whoa. That is crazy. I think it's a bleach bottle. I've seen a few of these in amber before. Disinfectant bleach. Wow. I have the only known to exist cobalt blue Purex bottle. And now I have a sapphire blue bleach bottle. That's crazy. Never seen one before in 33 years, and I've seen over 1 million bottles, I'm sure. Okay, another bottle I don't think, well, I'm sure I've never found one I would remember. A glass bake baby nurser bottle. Yeah, it's definitely different. Okay, just found a Minji's 12 ounce. It would be a Pepsi product. Would have had a Pepsi label from 1940, 41, 42-ish. It's from Greenville mostly, but Minges was all over the eastern half of North Carolina. And then another unexpected, not just a cork top, but this one's also blown in a mold. Don't know if they threw here a long time ago and then newer stuff on top, or was this kept for 30 years and then thrown away. Then we got this glass that's kind of an abnormally small size. Twice the size of a shot glass, but only holds about 3.5 ounces. And here's one of those bleach bottles that should be sapphire blue. This is the normal one, standard amber. I wonder what's the deal with some of these blue ones. Is it some kind of special promotion, or that they just make one batch of them that color and 100 batches of ambers? Does anybody have one of those blue ones? Alright, I found another one of these hospital bottles. This one is super light. It's practically clear, it's so light. Well, maybe not. Yeah, this is the fourth one in perfect condition. That's more than I've ever found in my entire life. And we got this weird shaped bottle. The top's broken off, but I might just grind it down a little bit with a Dremel tool. And then of course we got a bunch of junkers. Then we have a fancy glass. Got a chip out of it, but if it'll turn purple I might saw it off right about there and repair it. And then we got this glass. It's only got a minor chip on that one. I don't know if I'm going to bring these home or not yet. Okay, I'm going to move over about 30 feet and see if there's any kind of different bottles over this way. It's not as loaded over here. It's kind of sparse over this way. I just found an Acl beer. I have one of these in my shop. I wasn't sure how old it was, but now I know. It's got to be right around 1941. Another thing I've never found one of before. Is that an IV bottle? It's got measurements on these two sides, and it's got this band on there so that they can strap it upside down and see how much is coming out. I don't know, I've seen similar ones, but this one is elongated and squared off. The regular ones are round and not quite as tall as this one. Okay, we have only half an hour of light left, but I'm going to start a new hole right here. About 10 feet from the first place we were digging. Alright, found a soda. Looks to be in perfect shape. It's a Zimba. Should say Everett's on the bottom, but it's one of their generic ones. I'm sure it was bottled there since it's only a few miles from here. Alright, here I am for day 3. I'm digging 100 feet from where I was yesterday. As you can see, there's kind of a low spot here. About as big as a swimming pool, actually. Maybe 50 feet across and 100 feet long. So I probed it, and I do feel glass down here, so it could be an older section. It's just a bunch of broken shards over here. And it doesn't look any older either. Okay, that was a questionable spot I was digging over there, and so a lot of people started showing up real close by, so I decided I better leave. Okay, I'm back. This is the best bottle of the trip because I've never seen one before. Gotta love that color. And the fact that it's so big, I guess that's a half gallon. Could be worth $50 or $60. So even though bleach bottles are pretty much at the bottom of the list as far as interest with bottle collectors, there are a few people that collect bleach bottles, and this is definitely a really high-ranking example right here. And we got the gallon chemical type bottle. It's got a bit of a patina on it, just like almost all amber bottles would have that have been buried. It's a machine made, but I'm sure somebody will want it for $15. I sold my last one for 18, but it was a blown in the mold example. And then the little half pint North Carolina. And then we have the nice slug plated bottle. I actually found about 10 broken ones of these. At least I assume that's what they were because they had the hobnail neck on them. And of course we got the little slug plate. The neck slug plate, that's kind of neat. But these are really only a $15 bottle from what I've heard. But so what, I like it. So that's all I'm going to show you for the wrap up. I haven't felt like cleaning the rest so far. So that was a 244 mile trip. Wasn't that successful. I might have found $100 worth of stuff, but in 2.5 days. I would prefer to find that in only one day, as you know. But next time I assure you I'll do better.